When my wife and I were young married, we had our first son, and I was working as a radio disc jockey and was making less than minimum wage, and realized that I didn't want to, I may have had a fun lifestyle, but I wanted to be able to provide for my family, so that maybe rethink my goals and go back and get a master's degree and get back into business.
America is split up into three classes of wealth. First is the upper class, which consists of the top 1 to 2% of America's population. Income for this class is over $200,000 per year.
You feel less comfortable or uncomfortable, but certainly I think when I'm around people with more money, I do try to monitor my behavior. I don't want to come off as, I don't know, embarrass myself or embarrass them, so I try to watch my manners and project myself accordingly.
Following the upper class is the middle class. This contains the next 19% of America's society. The income for this class is $45,000 to $150,000 per year.
Feel that we're very middle class, especially in California. I know that we are probably considered more upper middle class, but in California we do struggle. We struggle with paying our mortgage sometimes, and we struggle with saving for things that we need. Things don't come readily to us. Things are very expensive here. So it feels very middle class. I think if we were living in another part of the country, we might feel a little more affluent.
Currently, I would say that it would be like middle to upper class. We have a little bit of wiggle room. We're able to take family vacations, and we don't really have to worry about money like I did as a kid. So I guess middle class would be.
Lastly is the lower class, which consists of the bottom 80% of America's population. Income for this class is under $30,000 a year.
It were people that had a lot less than we had, that I didn't really know how to deal with, or I felt guilty even meeting them and trying to deal with them as a child, because we had so much, in my opinion.
I would just say that I felt uncomfortable because I wasn't able to buy the same type of clothes they had, or I didn't always want to invite them to my house because my house was as nice as theirs. But friendship-wise and just hanging out-wise, I was fine. But just those type of materialistic things was a little difficult as a kid. And I even had, I guess you could say, food stamps, and then we also had to have our lunches bought for us, so we get free lunch at school.
Spend all your time waiting for that second chance.
I do my best to share the money that I have. I'm a person that feels like I've been blessed with a lot of things in my life, and I've been given a lot more opportunities than a lot of others have. And so, typically I just try to give what I can.
Having come from the background I come from, and having a family situation currently where I have a brother who actually basically lives on the streets, I find it difficult at times to give money because I wonder if the money is going for things that they shouldn't be using it for. But at the same time, I feel like if I just give a couple of dollars, that it's not going to impact my life that much, but it might impact theirs better. So it changes depending on the person.
If I had to ask for money, actually I don't think I would ask for money. I wouldn't be on the streets panhandling. I don't agree with that. I think that there are options. I think prayer is the first thing I would run to, and then I would run to Christian organizations. I would ask my church. I know that there are resources to help us through if we had a difficult time.
So if I was in that particular position, I would do my best to find a way to earn money. Whether, I realize that I might not be in the best position to get a job right away, but I'd find some way to do some sort of service or, look for a way to earn the money, not just take a handout.
America creates a wealth gap because we are not thinking about how it will affect the people around us. We do not truly understand how big this wealth gap is. People think that money is the only thing that will hold us together, but in reality, it just separates us even more. It becomes very uncomfortable for people from different money situations to interact and become friends with each other. We need to break this gap. What will you do to help?